So they were a little discombobulated, right? But up and above and beyond, and to continue what you're saying there, his steady play, if he can keep that up, I don't think David and Coleman are going to play like that a lot the rest of the way out. And again, the margin of error is razor thin now, of course. But you hope with the growth of Moby, and Moby had 4 points and 7 rebounds, and that may not sound like a lot, but when those other guys aren't doing a whole heck of a lot, it meant something for sure. And I think CJ is starting to figure some things out. Max is what he is, but he had a 3 for 10 night. And this is going to sound like I'm knocking the officiating a little bit, and I wasn't overly happy with it. But I don't know that I'd ever seen a guy get knocked out of bounds and no call before. I mean, he literally got knocked out of bounds on the baseline on the end to our left. But it was a hard night for him because they were just muscling him up, and that's one thing they could do here at home. They've got some veteran guys, whether it's Foose or whether it's with Kebakeda or some of the Trevin Nell's been around a long time. Dallin Hall, those guys know how to play.
Well, yeah, that's part of the difficulty of going on the road is you don't always get the whistle. So they're still on the road. It's a quick turn. A situation where maybe a quick turn's a good thing. We saw what Utah was able to do to KU. What do we need to look for tonight?
Well, I think the two biggest guys you have to try to cover up was the obvious one is Gabe Matson. He's been around a long time, played nearly 120 games, had 5 threes against Kansas. Now, he takes a lot of shots. I noticed this going into the weekend. I put it into perspective for you. I think it was 242 shots for Coleman Hawkins, 310 in roughly the same amount of games for Gabe Matson. That's a fairly significant difference, but he can score and he's streaky. You have to not let him get off early, I suppose. And then the other guy is a forward by the name of Ezra Asar. If you watch the KU game, you see him play with really, really good energy. Those two guys are pretty solid. The other guys, I think, are what I'll describe as pieces that they try to fit, and sometimes they're pretty good. Sometimes they're a little bit inconsistent. In this game, though, Wallin had 10 against Kansas, and it was, I think, only the third or fourth game he's been in double figures all year long. But they have some length at the rim, and they play a lot of guys. They play 10, 11 guys, so I don't know that you necessarily wear them out. But again, I'll say it. I think it's a winnable game, but I'm sure KU thought that too, right? No question about that. So you just have to go and put yourself in a position to be in it late, I think. And they're just the bottom line is just simply this. K-State cannot play like they played the other night and probably win this one either. They've got to be better, and they know it.